I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot because I was doing some off-camera resource gathering in preparation for this episode, as one does, because I've got a lot of plans and, you know, I need the resources. So of course, while I'm doing that, I accidentally come across a pillager outpost. Thinking to myself, hey, that's cool. Let's, see what kind of goodies are inside. Well, they're attacking me, and of course I have to fight back. I'm not just going to let them kill me. I accidentally gained the bad omen effect. And I forget about it. I'm, out here for like an hour or so, gathering up as much clay as I can find, because I'm going to need a lot of terracotta and bricks for what I have planned. And I, like I said, I just forgot that I had the bad omen effect. I thought it wore off faster than it did, apparently, and yeah. Anyway, I just forgot. Making my way back home, and I stumble across a village. Again, not really thinking too hard about it. Well, I accidentally triggered a raid, and decided to stick around and, have some fun. I'm not really prepared for a raid at this point in the game. I'm still very early game, despite, having some diamond armor and some, swords and stuff. Not too confident. So I should not have stuck around, to be honest. I should have just walked away and let the village fall. But, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy at heart, so I wanted to try and save the day. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Things got bad, and I lost the raid, sadly. I've never seen that happen before, generally because I don't usually trigger a raid unless I'm 100% prepared for it, and the few times that I've been overwhelmed, I've been able to call my friends over to help me finish the job off. The big news, the big sad, is that I also messed up my ender chest. You see, my buddy Click stopped by my house, and he dropped off an ender chest. So, great, extra storage for when I'm out gathering stuff, since I haven't gone to the end yet. Haven't even gone to the nether yet. Which brings me to, I accidentally broke my ender chest with my fortune pick and not my silk touch pick. So, rip ender chest. And I kind of need all the stuff that was in that ender chest. So now I have to go get some blaze powder. I think I'm just gonna plop this nether portal like here. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so let's venture into the nether. Oh boy. Oh good. What a terrible place to start. Oh no. This is in the middle of nowhere. Huge lava lakes. But I guess I could always get some more soul sand while I'm here. It's been a while since I've actually been to the nether like this. At some point, the nether doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Once you make like tunnel systems and stuff like that, and everywhere you go is pretty safe. Starting fresh is actually kind of... It's not scary. I'm not going to say that I'm scared, but it's a little nerve-wracking because, like, death is around every corner, technically. I could be shot by a ghast, could fall into some lava, and I don't really have much. The pants that I have a little bit of fire protection, but not a lot. This is not an ideal place. Get some quartz while I'm here. But if you remember correctly, this is also not why I came here. I came here looking for a blaze. Just one blaze is all I need for now. So I feel like I should maybe try a different location for the portal. Maybe. Let's just break this real quick. Because I'm not happy with where that portal in particular led me. It's not a great starting spot for your first time going into the nether. Nice and isolated like that. Nah, not a fan. So let's move this somewhere else. Take this down a little bit. And I guess just kind of centered on here. Convenient that there's some stone there. Okay. Now hopefully I get better luck with this since it's a couple hundred blocks away. Yeah, a couple hundred blocks away. Oh goodness. The portal noises just decided to start triggering. Alright, swords up. I'm still in the basalt deltas, but it's a little bit more manageable, it looks like. Oh no! Oh god. Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is not ideal, so I'm going to open this up a little bit, but this will also give my portal a little bit of cover for now. This is not permanent. Nothing that I'm doing right now is going to be permanent for a while, I feel like, just because of the expansion that's going to take place, but it would be nice to have, like, a safe spot like this that I can load into. Okay. Back to exploring. That's a very isolated looking blaze spawner now that I actually get around to it. I don't know why I was only looking at that spot at first, but yes, that's a quite isolated blaze spawner from any of the rest of it. But let's, I guess, build a staircase going down to get there. So I kind of want to get a peek around here, what's all over here. If there's anything good over here. I'm not seeing like any mobs spawning yet. Oh, have my friends already been here? I did not realize that they came all this way out to here. And I feel like that might be Click's blaze spawner that he had made. I feel like that's gotta be, right? Let's check this out. Because if this is it, then it is. Awesome. And yeah, I'll just hang out here for a little bit and get some blazes. Because he did say that I could use his blaze spawner. I assumed it was closer to where his base is. This seems like it might be way out of the way for him. But, oh well. I'll just hang out here and get some blazes. And I will see you back at my base. So after my little trip to the nether, I got to talking to Click, and he was telling me that he was interested in a new skin, which I told him I'd be happy to provide him for a decent trade, and then completely unprompted, the boy threw out the possibility of getting an elytra and some rockets. So, yeah, that is definitely happening. So I need to whip up a skin real quick. I want to take all of it. Okay, so I'll need that real quick. Do I need anything else out of here? Oh yeah, while I was playing around in the nether, I ran into Rooney, and he just gave me a bunch of stuff. I mentioned that I didn't have any glowberries and hadn't seen any anywhere, so he gave me a couple glowberries, but he just unloaded like half of his mini blocks onto me. I guess he got them from Wandering Traders, which I thought was pretty awesome. Got the hair, the shirt, the jeans, and the shoes, which I think he'll be very pleased with his new look. I just need to grab some diamonds just in case he has anything else that I might want to purchase from him. I think I left my diamonds down here. Yes. The best way to his base is probably through the nether. So I think I'm in the right spot. I have to imagine that all this construction had to have been done by Click and Papa at some point. Click! Are you around anywhere?
Yellow?
Oh! Is that a rocket?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a rocket.
Nice.
I've started on a new adventure.
Yeah?
Yeah, no longer am I all iron.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Come on in. Oop.
I love the sound of the bone blocks. I've never noticed that they make a sound when you walk on them before. I don't think I've ever used them as a floor.
Yeah, they're kind of clicky, but if you ever look at the bottom of a firework,
Yeah.
it's got the same texture.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't have any fireworks yet. Oh god, and you're... I was gonna say you must be out, but nope. Okay, yeah. Well, as you know, I have done a thing.
Uh,
A
well,
thing that was requested of me by you.
yeah, I'm trying to go with the theme
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
as always.
I'm gonna try to help you with that. That should be more than enough cover. You're not that big of a boy.
No, I think I'll be all right. Which side's the front boat though?
It's
This the
you know
front?
what? Either side is the front.
This the front?
Either side. You just go over there. Nope. You just go over there, and I'm gonna toss you over. Oh gosh, I need to throw better.
It's all right.
There we go.
Ooh,
Hit. You just
well,
put these on. Dang it, that one didn't make it. Oh, you got it. And one more thing. Hit. So you just try those on. I won't watch. I'll turn away.
kind of tight fitting.
Is it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Look at them sideburns.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
It looks fantastic.
I do love this.
Is this what you wanted?
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. But payment. So there you go. Pleasure doing business with
Ah,
you.
sick, man. Yeah, I was pretty hungry.
It's nighttime.
I
It's
appreciate the
nighttime.
I appreciate the pie. I'm pretty sure we talked about something else though.
It's nighttime. I gotta run.
Oh gosh. Wonder if the shulker box that wasn't there a second ago, was it?
Ah, there we go. You know,
Ooh.
for all the times I've played this game, I'm pretty sure I should just carry a bed with me. And I've already forgotten I don't have my elytron. There we go.
Yeah, well you had to change into your new shirt. Oh shoot. Spider jockey. So wait a second. You're gonna pay me all of this? This is
Just for
mine?
skin. This is all yours.
Well, thanks, bud.
Every last piece. Should be able to get you started with the little flying action, the little wee.
Did you almost splat?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave this here.
Yeah. Oh man,
Seeing as
did
it's
you
almost taken me out once.
you threw flight duration 3 in there?
Well, I figured you're a professional.
Yeah, you are oh too kind. It's been a while since I've flown now, at least a couple weeks. Let's see.
There he goes. Bye.
Well, I need to get the rest of that stuff, but yeah, no, this is awesome. Thank you so much,
Hello.
man. This is gonna make all of my exploration that much easier. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And what a nice boy that Click is. Giving me all that stuff for a skin. If you didn't know, I really like making skins. But now that we've got all of that, and we're back home, I think it is time to make a little checklist on what we can do today. Because now that we've been to the nether, I think it might be time to dig out some ancient debris, perhaps. So I think we can utilize the corkboard as I intended it to be used. So we'll need some pieces of paper. So first thing we'll need to do is get netherite. That'll be the first task of the day. Next task, I really want to make a honey farm, specifically for honeycomb, but I'm just going to say build a honey farm. And then last but not least, I've got some villagers in a dirt box that I need to move over here. So move villagers. And that'll be a good extra task to kind of finish the episode off with. So let's get these pieces of paper up here on the board. And if I just sign this with capital statues, we've got the data pack on there to do like the custom armor stand stuff, which I will be using to make these invisible. And now that we've got that taken care of, we got get netherite, build honey farm, and move villagers. So that's what's on the to-do list, and we gotta get to it. So first things first, back to the nether. And I think I'm just gonna, dig straight down and try my luck at getting some netherite. That took a lot longer than I kind of expected it to, but then again, I always forget just how sparse the netherite, or the ancient debris I should say, really is in the nether. I've been digging for literal hours. I started this and it's been like a day worth of digging. I actually had to like stop because I had to go to bed, and then I woke up the next day and I kept digging. Because at first I was like, you know what, I'll just get some netherite. I'll just get a little bit of netherite, just a little bit of the ancient debris. I now have 32, which is essentially what I need to fully kit myself out with netherite. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so now I just gotta head back and get this stuff converted. So I will meet you back at my base. So I just need this broken down into 8s. And rather than use the lava that I've been using, I wonder if this stuff goes into blast furnaces. It does. Oh, that's so good. So I'll get this stuff cooked up real quick. I need to grab the gold. And how much gold am I gonna actually need? I'll just take that. Smithing table, because that's important. So gotta wait for that to smelt, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna get my stuff nice and prepped. So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools and 3 pieces of armor. I'm not gonna do my chest plate yet. Now that I've got the elytra, I'll probably be rocking the elytra for the most part, and anything that, you know, anytime I feel the need to put on a chest plate, I'll probably just get some more netherite just because. But yeah, this is... Oh, I'm so excited. It hasn't even been that long since I've been out of the loop on this, but... Oh, this is... Look at it. Gorgeous. I love the look of the netherite tools. I don't know if there's any issues with stacking those. I would hate for it to lose it all, but look at that. That's my silk pick. There we go. And pop that all on. And just for a second, just because I want to see, I'm going to turn off the invisible armor resource pack, just so that I can finally look at myself in all my netherite glory. It looks so weird seeing armor on me again. But I love the look of the netherite. The darkness of it and everything. It looks like real armor. That's awesome. But enough of that. We've got get netherite. That task is done. Call it a day. Burn this. Next up is build a honey farm. And I think I'm gonna do that probably over here. In kind of deciding how to lay things out, like I've got my house there, and this is all gonna come down. I kind of like the idea of having like a side house off, you know, off this way. But because the majority of this forest over here, basically all over here, wrapping around, going all the way basically to where my nether portal is, which is pretty far. Yeah, this is a lot of forest. But the majority of this is all going to be taken up by my city. And I don't necessarily want to put... since I haven't prepped the area at all, I don't want to start putting stuff over here and then have to work it into the city. So I think I'll just kind of set this up as like, this is like the first home, you know, the founders of the city. And I will put my little bee honey farm for honeycomb and maybe honey bottles, but mostly I want to get honeycomb to make candles and to wax some copper. So I think I'm going to start it over there. And that means that we are going to go into a time lapse. So I will see you guys on the other side. And that is the honeycomb farm. Currently, I've got all these dispensers loaded up with shears, and the build took just under 2 hours, which I was actually kind of surprised by. I didn't know how long it would take me to build, and there's still some things I want to change, like just some more detailing things. I've got some greenery ideas that I want to add. I might do some more kind of block variation going up. The whole point of this was that I kind of wanted the style to be similar enough to like the main starter house, but be distinctly like not the same. Like in the lore of kind of what I'm trying to do with this, if you think of this as like the founding family's manor or home or whatever, then this would be either, servants or like like a farmhouse or something, like a stable. It was like used originally for something else, and now it's been converted into a bee farm. And like I said, it took about 2 hours, just under 2 hours, to build the whole thing. And I got the bees all put in here at around the like 45 to 50 minute mark, maybe a little bit later than that. It was hard to tell when I was going through the replay, but after, let's say an hour of like working in the area, 4 stacks and almost, just over half a stack, so just about 4.5 stacks. That's not that bad considering I don't think all of these bee nests actually have all 3 bees in, because each bee nest can hold up to 3 bees. I don't think I was able to get full bee nests, so I can breed them up, and that would obviously increase the rates. But for me, this is perfect. I know I'm not going to use a lot of honeycomb, but I wanted to have it because I like the candles. I want to be able to wax copper. I'm really glad that they added some actual real functionality to the honeycomb rather than it just being mostly used as kind of what I think is an ugly decorative block. I'm not a huge fan of the honeycomb decoration as it is, but let's just put some of this stuff back. Obviously, if you remember correctly, we have one more like main task to accomplish this episode. So let's go back up to my office. Build honey farm is done. And last but not least, we need to move the villagers. Let's do what we do. Throw that in there. And I will take you guys over to where I have 2 little villagers just kind of hanging out. And what is this? That's right, it's Dolph's villager holding dirt. Now, yes, they are still alive and well, and I was very happy to get 2 relatively normal villagers. They're not like, the taiga themed or savannah themed or whatever. They're just normal villagers, which is good because I like the classic villager. I'm glad that they gave villagers a little bit more, uniqueness, and especially with the way that they look with all their new professions. But I'm still a big fan of just the classic brown coat or green coat standard villagers. So now we have to figure out how we're going to move these guys all the way back to the base. So let me just block these guys off again, just because I would hate for them to perish while we're away. So my base is basically straight that way. Let's see if I can even see it from here, because it should be relatively straight this way, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so there it is. So basically we have this long diagonal that we need to get the villagers there in. If you know anything about moving villagers, they are kind of a pain to move. And I think I figured out, if you could tell with some obsidian there, the easiest possible way to move these precious little villagers, and that is through the nether. So I'm just going to light this portal, not going to go through it yet, because I want it perfectly linked up with a portal system set up at my base. So let's get over there real quick. And if you remember from the beginning of the episode, when I first loaded into the nether, it was in kind of a tricky spot. So I moved where that like first portal I made was more into kind of a closed off area. I've got the coords written down for where the overworld portal, where for the villagers, should be. And I just need to make sure we're looking for 273. So we are still a little bit ways away. I'm going to have to build up some of this, which is fine. Just because I want these guys to be safe and sound for their little nether trip. Break those out and get the obsidian in there. This should link up perfectly with the overworld. And just because I need to make sure they don't get too far, there's a little trick. Glass is a transparent block, so like you can't walk through it, but when you're sitting in a boat, you'll be able to basically glide right through it. So I'm going to put one there. That's going to be the portal that leads to my base. And I've done a similar glass thing on the other side of that. And this portal, like I said, ideally, actually, I'm going to lay a boat down on this side real quick so that when the villager comes through, it gets ideally put right into the boat. So let's go through here. And this should be perfect. Yes, it is. Wonderful. Okay, now a quick F3 and B, because we don't want to hit these villagers. I don't want them to remember that I might have hurt them at some point. So let's get this guy right here. And this guy right... of course, they both jump into the same boat. Okay, so right about here should be good. All right, boys. Let's get you... Let's get you... F3 and B. Just gotta want to turn that off. Very annoying to look at. There we go. Alright, so that's one. I could try just moving the one for now. He should be good for right now there. If I come through here, yep. That was a weird visual glitch. So this guy's now right here in the nether. And if we look at that, yeah. We're just coming through the nether trail. And like, this is not very long. There's an 8 block reduction over time, if you didn't know. I take for granted that some things do know. But, and then, see, look at this. We come through here, and no damage taken. Perfect. Alright, so I can leave this guy here, get off, and I'll go through and get the other guy. Alright, got both of them here. And let's just get a boat set up on this side. Yeah. So this is where we're going to be coming out. I'm going to give myself just a little bit more room. For them to come through. Okay. Now we want them trapped in a boat when they get through on this side as well. Just because I'll probably do my villager breeder in the next episode because I'm kind of running out of time in this episode. You'd think with a week I would have plenty of time, but work and other kinds of stuff, you know, life gets in the way. So let's break that and wait for them to probably pop into the same boat before I hit this because I don't want to accidentally hit them. No, he's not going to do it? Okay, so let's just very carefully hit. There we go. Okay, so these guys should both... Come on, man. Let's go. Villagers are such a pain. There we go. One in. And can I get you in there, friend? Please? Your buddy's on this side. No? You're not happy about that? Well, come on. Join the party. There we go. All right. Yep. Gone through. Let's see. They should both be in the boat. In the boat, bud. Hiya! Alright. So we've got our villagers. And I'm just going to tear down the obsidian because I don't really need those portals right now. That's not my main portal system, so we'll just come through here and tear these out. Go through here and tear this one out. All right. So we got my villagers all nice and safe in their little box. Nothing should be able to get at them or even see them because most mobs can't see through glass, which is fantastic. I'd say all mobs can't, but I'm not 100% sure on that. There's still things about Minecraft that I don't know. But that is the last thing we needed to do. So it doesn't feel like we even got that much done, honestly, but we did. I mean, when you think about it, I got full netherite gear, minus a chest plate, but since I've got the wings, I'm not really going to be using a lot of the chest plate, and we did get a lot done this episode. Full netherite gear, as you can see. Tools and armor. I built what I think is a pretty decent, little starter honeycomb farm. And I got 2 villagers to start my villager breeder and trading hall. So, yeah, this was a very productive episode. It doesn't feel like it yet, but I got a lot of good groundwork laid, I feel like. Let me know what you guys think about the design of this. If you have any suggestions on what I could add to make it nice. Like I was thinking maybe a chimney would be kind of nice just to kind of give it that more quaint little old home look. If you have any suggestions or ideas as far as like what I could do to kind of mix up the block palette, it's one of the big things I'm trying to experiment more on the server. Like I feel like I did a pretty good job with the block kind of, distribution on the main house. This one, it's a little bit, because I knew it was going to be smaller, I just went with regular stone bricks and andesite, but maybe I should incorporate some of the polished andesite. I don't think I want to use any of the deep slate because the roof is so close to the ground. I think that would clash too much, but maybe for the supports, I don't know. Like I said, let me know if you guys have any suggestions or things you think might look good for this. I'm really happy with the interior, honestly. Like this was like the first thing I did, and I think it looks really cool. I think the composters in the back, they've got like a similar kind of texture to the bees' nests, and I think it looks really nice, especially with like the waffle cone dark oak trapdoors. But as far as the exterior, like I said, just let me know. I'm up for suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching again. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if, you want to see more of this content. It really helps. It's really silly to say, but I released 1 episode and I got like 8 subscribers at the time of recording this, and I'm really happy about that. I got, some comments. I'm really happy with the way this channel's starting off, so I appreciate that. Thank you, you guys. Keep them coming. Like I said, let me know if you have any suggestions or what you'd like to see in future videos, and I will see you guys next time. And bye.